Okay folks, let's begin another Oni stream. Again, we are trying to remember where we left off last time. Thanks Gloria, good to know. I still don't know why it takes so long to load, considering that it's not exactly a very taxing game. Excellent. Let's unpause and let it run. Let's see what we've done last time. Okay, so we did set up the rec room and we did set up the advanced cooking here. We can make more of these. Let's make 3 or 4 more. For the time being, I'm gonna be manually doing these because I don't want to run out of resources too soon. We also set up the med bay. Ah yeah, we set up the bristle blossom and we'll see. We need to track how much water we're gonna be using for the next 50 cycles. Exactly 50 cycles to see if this is too taxing on the water system along with these guys over there. Uh, Oxygen generation has been set up. We will not look at that mistake. We will ignore that mistake that ever happened. Oh yeah, we needed to do something about these. Yeah, this is something I need to address. I need to address this right now. So we did let some slime lung into the base, and we need to get rid of that slime lung as soon as possible. The main thing we were doing was digging up for oil though, and that's been going pretty well, actually. So the general plan right now is set up a pump, start pumping oil, pump it here to the cold biome, and then set up a refinery here. So that's gonna be our primary focus today. So what we will be doing today is just setting up oil production, plastic production, and then after we have petroleum running, we will finally move towards outer space. And here as well. Oh my god, so much germs. Yeah, this is also something I was setting up before I left. So many germs, so many germs. Okay, so we are actually doing higher quality foods. Another thing we were trying to set up was growing salad for the advanced foods, but we will work towards that in own due time. I know there were some geysers here that we didn't explore yet. Yeah, there's one, so we will be looking into that. If we're lucky, this is actually a saltwater geyser, which is both a new source of water and, more importantly, a source of salt water so that we can make salad. Although, to be honest, I don't know where I'm going to be growing that. I'm not really sure what. I, I do know that it can grow in quite a hot place. So I do remember that we said that we can use hot water for cultivating of salad. It's actually called waterweed, but it's salad. For all intents and purposes, it's lettuce. It's a salad, which is good. There was another steam vent here. Yeah, here. We might actually think about exploiting this one as well, just in case. But again, that one will be hot. Although, because there is a cold biome here, I might just run thermal shift plates here and make a small radiator. A radiator won't be that efficient considering that I mean, it's a cold biome and all, but it won't hurt and it would reduce the temperature of the water. Problem is when you are having a constant influx of hot water, that will simply keep warming up the biome and melting it. But it would work, I think. It can't work worse than this thing. As you can see, this is working. It's just working incredibly slowly. If you remember, this was over 50 degrees and it dropped almost 20 degrees to 30 degrees, but it's so slow. It's too slow for us to actually do anything efficiently with it. So we will not be doing that. Also, because of this, the temperature here is now stable. This temperature here is no longer interfering with temperature inside of here. The only temperature that is interfering is this one over here, but that's my own fault. I made these coolers before, and if you make it completely in a cold biome, then it works just fine. But like this, yeah. Because in a cold biome, the background temperature of just the biome itself would be in the minus spectrum, and that would be transferring over to the temp shift plates, and then over the temp shift plates it would be cooling off this mass of water. But this is actually sticking out of there, so it doesn't work, which is a shame. But like I said, it's not really that important. And we have polluted oxygen everywhere. Where did all this oxygen come from? Is it actually just being pressured from over here? It just might be. Oh yeah, I know where it came from. Essentially it came from here because all the CO2 went down. We made this massive pit, so all of the CO2 is now sitting here. You can see it's almost 2 kilograms. That's what happened. Well, I'm okay with that. I don't mind that one bit. Please finish that pump so we can get a move on with our lives, please. Thank you. And then I have to finish this pipe and, well, this power source, not the pipe. We have an additional source of water just by burning natural gas, but as you can see, we've made this like what, 50 cycles ago, maybe even sooner than that. I don't remember which cycle it was, and this is all the water it managed to create thus far. So no, we will not be depending on that. And I should turn these into greenhouses, really. How much do we have of fertilizer? Where is the fertilizer anyway? Cultivable soil? No. Agriculture? Yeah. 3 tons of fertilizer. That would actually hold for quite a while. We could just make these into greenhouses. The greenhouses will increase the speed of growth, but it's not like we're hurting for food. So we will not be doing that right now. It will mean that the farmer dupe will spend more time here because he will have to fertilize every single one of these plants. Not really something that's really necessary at this point, to be honest. Hey Justin, nice to see you in the chat. Your dupe has a sweater now. Let's see if I can zoom a little. See, you have a sweater now. Yeah, look how happy you are. Look how happy you are for having a sweater. You're absolutely sparkling with joy. I'm curious. You have 23 morale. Okay, what we have quite a bit of. Yeah, I'm getting errors for things that I discovered that have nothing to do with me. Like flooding, that's this battery. Makes absolutely nothing to do with me. There is a neural vacillator here, so I can give somebody an extra skill. And considering all the trouble Justin went through, I might just give him the chance to get an extra skill. I'm gonna dig it up. Gonna give Justin an extra skill. Yeah, you are the life of the party, Justin. I still remember your streams when you were doing the karaoke. That was something to see. That was a spectacle. Yeah, I need. Oh, poker shell spawn. Are we ready for poker shells? Uh, you need to make another one of those. Yeah, I was just gonna say, Justin, you should make another stream with Rock Band. That was always hilarious and wonderful to see. You just can't be in a bad mood while watching you sing and dance. Okay, we're gonna raise the priority on this. Okay, so I could start breeding poker shells. The thing is, I'm not really that rich on polluted dirt. The only thing that's currently making polluted dirt is this thing. And it's not making a lot. Poker shells need polluted dirt to survive. What else is making polluted dirt? Oh, hold on. Let's see if we can combine a few things. Okay, so this is another thing that uses polluted water. At this point, I would rather not use polluted water for anything from here. So the fertilizer maker uses polluted water. It makes natural gas, fertilizer, heat. I was hoping it also makes polluted dirt, but it doesn't. I know something does. I can't remember what it was though. I'll get this skill distiller. Can't remember. There are some other things here that create polluted dirt apart from this thing. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. It doesn't really matter that much. We can set up the poker shell spawn here. I guess I could feed it for as long as it can survive, but that won't be that long. Poker shells are hungry. I can't remember what poker shells make. I think poker shells just make dirt. Let's check that. Critters, not puffs. Poker shells. What do they make? It eats polluted dirt and rot pile and produces sand. I'm not really hurting for sand at the moment. I think I have enough sand. I have 150 tons of sand. Yeah, we will pass on poker shells for the time being. We'll just take 2 tons of water. I do need more. Oh, I don't need more storage. Actually, made more storage. I'm being silly. There is a small pocket of polluted oxygen that's underneath here. Maybe I should just release it here because polluted oxygen will rise up as CO2 goes down. Uh, I need to increase the airflow here anyway, so might as well. Starvation. Yeah, somebody's eating the 0 cal. There we go. That will increase the airflow. And the first cycle or the second cycle of the day. I'm only going to be streaming for 2 hours today because I work tomorrow and I'm not looking forward to that, but is this too much water? No, it's not. Yeah, I'm I'm not really in the mood because normally I would be streaming until midnight, which is like 3 or 4 hours, but I will not be in a condition to do my job properly tomorrow if I don't get enough sleep, so we will only be streaming for 2 hours today. Sorry, but we will do as much as we can in this stream today. We have some eggs to break. Oh, more than one. We have the sage. We don't want any sage eggs. We have a tropical fry egg. How many pips do we have at the moment? More than enough. All eggs break. Do we have enough? No, we don't. We do not have enough. Okay. Did they finish? Well, they finished most of it. Let's see. Ah, yes. Justin, you are gonna get an extra skill. I will see how long it takes Justin to get his new skill. Doesn't take him long at all. There you go. Now I'm gonna be jolting your brain and shaking it around. And you're gonna get a new skill. I guess this is enough. Shocking your brain. You don't seem to be enjoying this too much. I should probably stop. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna stop now. Justin Overdoor's brain is still vibrating, but they've never felt better. I guess. I guess you did well, and you also got a very good trait, Deep Diver's Lungs, which means you will you will you will consume less oxygen in my base now. Deep Diver's Lungs means you are only using like 50% less oxygen than the other dupes in the colony, so you are more efficient. Also means that I need to make 50 gram per second of oxygen less to keep you alive. Yeah, all the brain rattling just made your body develop greater tolerance for CO2. Okay, let's raise the priority because I would like them to finish this sometime in this century, please. Okay. They're all. Yeah, it's that time of night. Nothing beats sunbathing in the middle of the night. Okay, I didn't actually. Let me check the temperature on this. Yeah, you see, because the water I'm pumping into this thing is a bit hotter, it is slightly raising the temperature here. I'm gonna leave it alone for now, but if it gets over 30, I'm putting a Wheezeworth here. A single Wheezeworth will be more than enough to keep the temperature stable there. For the time being, there is absolutely no point in doing that. Somebody has Slime Lung. And even though there's a health pack here, 2 medical packs are here, she's not taking. I don't know why. I'm thinking I want to introduce that egg here, but that means I have to make room for a ladder. I stupidly made this so that you can't reach inside without breaking this, and I don't want to break this. But if I'm gonna be growing fishes, then I don't really need a pitcher pump here. Thing is, I'm not really sure I want to do it here. And it doesn't have to be clean water for the fishes to survive in. It can be polluted water. Like this, like these guys here are perfectly happy swimming in poo. How did... Oh, it's just a glitch. I thought, how did she get here without a helmet? You know, it's your own fault. It is absolutely your own fault. It is completely your fault for being sick. There are two medical packs ready for you. You could be healthy. You chose to be sick. This is on you. Okay. Oh, you can see that we are slowly running out of natural gas. And now all of that chlorine that was stuck in here is getting piped into the thing. So once that chlorine gets to these, I'm already having wrong element damage. You can see the chlorine. The saving grace is there was only a limited amount of it here. So this is a temporary situation, and once that's done, we will not be having this issue anymore. Then this mistake will finally be taken care of. How long until this? 43 cycles. So we will be without natural gas for 43 cycles, which means we will be depending on the hydrogen. Once we run out of these canisters, reservoirs, we will be stuck on hydrogen and on coal again. Which is not a very cheerful prospect, but it's one that we cannot help. I am considering creating that petroleum generator here and making an ethanol distillery. I do have more than enough lumber to do that. I have almost 100 tons of lumber. So I do have more than enough to start doing it. And if I put it on automation, it won't be much of a problem. But the amount of CO2 and heat in here will skyrocket. I do use smart batteries, Mr. Spock. Hey, Mr. Spock, by the way. Yeah, I am using smart batteries. You only need one to regulate everything else. I don't use multiple because you can only put 20 kilojoules into one smart battery, and you can put 40 kilojoules in the rest. So if you have it, all of these accumulate. Now, of course, none of these will ever be 100% full, because the moment this one is 100% full, all of these stop. But that's still more than enough, because you can see it's 8,000 here, but that also means 8,000 in every single battery. So you can have a power plant more efficient that way. You just put one smart battery and you tie a bunch of regular batteries to it, and you can see now it's full, and that one is only 20 kilojoules, but it's also 20 kilojoules in every single one of these batteries, and I only needed to connect one to make that happen. Thing is, I'm now having so many things use up power that these have to run more often. And that's why I'm considering making that petroleum generator and the ethanol distillery. Because petroleum generators can use ethanol. The only problems with them are massive amounts of heat and CO2. The CO2 itself is no longer a problem. I have more than enough room to collect it, and if it does become a problem, I'll just pump it up into outer space. But the heat itself is more of an issue. These will never generate more heat than these people can handle, but petroleum generator creates around 80 to 90 degrees of heat. Yeah, you can see it working, one for all of them, yeah, because they're connected in line. So the moment this empties, all of these will start. And it's not only having this charge, it's counting all of these charges. So these power plants are now running, and this smart battery is looking its own charge, and you can see that it has 6,000 joules, but there's also each one of these batteries has its own charge, so it's a cumulative charge. I don't need to have a bunch of these. I can have a single smart battery to regulate all the rest of them. That way you get efficiency, and these are cheaper to make, and you pretty much get the same thing, because how much is in this one will be in all of these. and it works on automation grid. And what's cool is I can add more batteries here, and the same charge that it is in the smart battery will be in every single one of these batteries because it's the same thing, and because it'll take longer for them to fill up this battery because it'll be divided between them. So you can have one smart battery to regulate as many regular batteries as you want. And it's more efficient because you can have this simple network to just regulate everything. And these take refined metal. You can make these out of regular metal, so you don't need to waste refined metal for it. Everything else is doing fine, and I'm getting enough hydrogen now to start up the hydrogen generators as well. I'm gonna lay off the petroleum power for the time being though. I really wanna put... I mean, I can build it here where it's a cold biome and the temperature is gonna be offset at least a bit, but I will be melting this biome then. There's no question about it. This biome will be completely melted if I put a petroleum generator in it. I might just put it here where it doesn't matter. But I will have to put everything in insulation because even these will... I mean, these work on up to 85. Possibly it will work, but I'm not really sure. Okay. So these are built. This one says there's no power coming. Oh, I didn't connect something, didn't I? I forgot. Yeah, I forgot to connect here because there was a bridge being built there. There we go. Connect those, please. Today, please. Okay, I think that's the last. I think this is the last bit of that chlorine that ended up in this mess. No, there's still chlorine being pumped out. It's a very small amount. It shouldn't do much damage, but it's my own fault for not paying attention. Anyway. Would you connect the damn wire, please? Oh, it's your off time now. I get it. I get it. That's okay. Okay. That's fine. We will ignore this mistake forever and ever, and we will not look in that direction. Printables. I don't really need more dupes at the moment. So I'll just take the seeds. I don't need the seeds either, but I don't feel like rejecting all of it. I really should do something about these shovels and start farming them for meat. But then I have to make an enclosure for them. Which means I have to make it out of manufactured materials, and I don't feel like wasting resources on them, and it takes a while for them to start being useful to me. Where would I even put them? Over here? Hmm. Not really sure. Like I said, I'm not really hurting for food at the moment, so I'm not really in the mood to start ranching more animals. The only reason I'm ranching so many of these is because they make coal for me. I could farm shine bugs and make a solar reactor. Yeah, I didn't realize it before, but these guys, these glow little babies, they actually produce sunlight. So if you farm them and you put them in a room with a solar generator, you can create power. And they don't need food. Well, they do actually. I think they eat phosphorite, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they eat phosphorite. But they are not that simple to manage, because if you have too many of them in a room, they will stop shining. So you always have to be making sure that you don't have too many of them. and for some reason an egg counts as a critter. So even though there are 3 critters in here, it says there are 4 of them. Actually, no. Oh, did I fix that? It says 4 critters and there are 4 of them. Oh, Clay fixed that. Oh, thank God. So before the patch, eggs counted as critters as well. So if you had 1 critter and 5 eggs in here, that 1 critter would be feeling glum and overcrowded. So they finally fixed that. Thank God. I don't have to worry about eggs anymore. Okay. We have another pip egg, which we will break for an omelette. Okay. Are we pumping oil finally? Yes, we are pumping oil. Oil. Nice. Okay. Time to set up petroleum. Maybe. Oh no, it's a good. I have a cable running down here. Now this will be taxing my power reserves even further. We'll make it out of gold because why not? And because it tolerates heat better. Insulated pipe. Out of Ignis. Out, in. And we will need a canister for the petroleum. Also make out of gold because why not? More pipes. There we go. Everybody went to sleep. Is somebody? Yeah, these guys are sunbathing because why not? Now that I think about it, I am getting some rotting food because I don't have enough room in the refrigerators. A problem which I could easily solve by making another refrigerator, but after having almost 500,000 of calories of food, I don't feel like collecting more food, to be honest. So I could take a poke shell. Problem is that it's not rotting fast enough. What was the other thing that the poke shells eat? No, just those things. Never mind. I want to ranch more things. Probably gonna need to start thinking about getting more dupes though. I don't know how this water got here, but there's water on the floor. Who spilled? Okay, so after 10 cycles, the water line went from here to here. So we might actually be good. There's 40 cycles left to go to see if that's actually true or not, but I'm liking this for the time being. I am liking this. Okay. Where are you going? What are you possibly having to do on the bottom of the... Oh. What are these? Lead. Obsidian. What do you need that for? Can I deconstruct this? It's driving me insane having that message constantly popping up. Is there some wiring here as well? Yeah, there is. None of it is that necessary. Could you finish these things, please? Today? They didn't even finish this. What are you doing, folks? What are you doing? Look at them, sleeping so peacefully. Ah, they're cute. Ada got like 5 seconds of sleep. Okay, stop lagging, please. Thank you. My computer isn't so weak to have that issue, but when you get past 200 cycles and your base gets this big, with so many things running at once, I guess you just can't avoid lag. Don't lags for at the beginning of each turn though. I don't know why. It's not like it's happening all the time, just in the beginning of a turn. Or a day, if you like. I am liking this. I am liking this. Let's check the temperatures coming out of that. 20 degrees. So perfect temperature. Perfect temperature. Except in the air. What the hell happened here? Is it because of water? No, it isn't. Oh, it's because of the natural gas. Okay. Makes sense. It's only temporary. It'll even out. More pip eggs to break because we have gulp fry egg. Huh. I wonder where I'm getting the fry eggs because all of the ponds here don't have any fishies in them. So where's the egg coming from? Peculiar. I don't mind, but I just don't know where it is. It's obviously in my reach. Oh, hold on. Something melting here. Something is melting here. Ah, that's melting. Space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of Starship Enterprise. No, these are the voyages of the Space Nut Bucket, which is the name of this colony. Why? Because. Okay. I didn't forget about this. It's just not on my priority list at the moment. Okay, I would like you to finish these today. Shouldn't have said anything. The moment I said something, he went, "Oh, I'm hungry, I have to go eat." Okay. Okay, what did we get? Dreklet eggs. Ah, why not? We are slowly running out of natural gas. And we won't have any natural gas for quite some time. For 38 cycles more. Oh, but I can turn on the hydrogen pumps now. Well, hydrogen generators. We have more than enough hydrogen to run for us. For the time being. How much coal do we have? 18 tons. We don't use that much coal because these are doing most of the work for us, but yeah, that does it. We will be setting that generator. I just have to. I have so much lumber that it'll work for ages. Okay, so we need a room made out of insulated material. Well, to be honest, Only the upper part needs to be out of insulated material. Actually, no. We want all of it to be insulated. Oh, yeah, these things need to be powered as well. I completely forgot about that little fact. I'll put this on a higher priority. There you go. No one... Why are you idling? Plenty of stuff to do. Don't be lazy. Work. Work sets you free. Ooh, I made a boo-boo. What's this? Sandstone. Perfect. Crisis averted. Do I even need any more reeds? How much do I have? 80. Yeah, I think we have enough reeds. I think we can knock off with the reeds. Hydroponic farm. Okay, if I'm going to be deconstructing that, I first need to do this. Otherwise, these little critters will escape, and uprooting is just not gonna work because they will just plant whatever I uproot immediately. Okay, let's start planning this out. So we will be putting a petroleum generator, lots of heat that this thing produces. I have to make it out of gold. It will also make a lot of CO2, but like we said before, CO2 is no longer a problem. I do want ethanol distillers on this thing as well, and I probably shouldn't make those ethanol distillers on the same floor as it is. Again, because of the heat. Might as well just make it like this. I'm gonna be releasing some gases from here, but I'm okay with that. This will take a while to complete. But we... Oh! Again! Again, my idiocy forgot something. Fortunately, we have... No, it's already going. This thing is making natural gas. I completely forgot about that! Pause your making of petroleum, please. I completely forgot that this thing makes natural gas. Now, natural gas is very light. It will go up and collect when it can't go any higher. We would like to disable building. We would like to utilize that natural gas because we can use it, but I have to make a place for it to collect first. So we will be doing this. I'm gonna make a little collection box. Actually, I'll have to make it wider so that we can climb in there. We will not be wasting this natural gas. We want to make use of this natural gas, so we will be piping it out of here. Should probably now let them do all the tasks I've lined up for them before we continue, because if you line up too many tasks for them, they will just not do any of it, and it'll last a long time. So we've building entombment. Oh, that's the one. Okay. You are stuck in a door. Why are we having these little guys not wrangled up? Excellent. You picked up an eggshell, but you failed to pick up the little guy. Pick up the little guy. Thank you. Okay. That's done. Okay, let's see what are they doing now. Yeah, they can't reach that now. There we go. Now they can. Can't reach that either. You are not stuck. Justin, you are not stuck. Why are you not moving? That was a perfectly small gap. You could have jumped over that. I am mixing polluted water into the oil I'm pumping out. Fortunately, pump is over here. Polluted water is here. Plenty of time to deal with that if it even becomes necessary. You can just put a filter on the pipe, and that'll be that. Okay. So here's the grand scheme of things. We will make a gas pump here, which will be continuously pumping in gas. But I'm gonna put a gas detector on it. So if the pump detects that there is natural gas, then the pump is gonna activate. I'm gonna put the pump here. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put it here because it's just above this, and this is where the gas will be collecting. So we're gonna put detector here. If detector detects natural gas, pump goes on, pump pumps out, and I'm gonna add a filter here so that only natural gas goes out. So let us do exactly that. We can make that out of regular iron, that's perfectly fine. Automation. Which one is the gas element sensor? Make it out of this. Put the sensor here. Connect the sucker with some automation wire. Then we need a gas filter. Put it here. Okay, so we want gas to go in here. Rest of it can just be expelled, but we want the natural gas to go out of here and up. Don't lag on me. And there's the gas line for natural gas. We can just pipe it directly into... Oh, I'm being a little careless. We can pump this directly into the natural gas main and into the generators. There we go. Some extra natural gas. And because natural gas is lighter than CO2, it'll all accumulate here and I don't have to worry about it escaping. But what already escaped has escaped. Can't really do anything about that. That one will just keep rising. It's already here. And some of it is over here. Oh well. Doesn't matter. There's like 3.5 kilograms of polluted oxygen inside of here, which is amazing. Could release that over here. I could make this simply an airflow tile and it would let all of that out. In fact, I will do exactly that. The oxygen will rise and there are deodorizers here, so yeah, let's just do that. It won't let the liquid out, but it will let the gas out. 764, so we need more. The rest gonna be broken. Don't need a duplicate right now. Why not? Make some extra food. Higher quality food, that is. We still didn't even get through all the pickled meals which we made before. Everything is working perfectly and I love it. I love it so much. Okay. Hmm. I don't really need to use heavy watt wires for this, but like that I don't have to make any transformers. And I don't feel like making more transformers right now, so it's fine. You can't overload. The machine will just take what it can take. Only wires can overload. So I'll just use heavy watt for that. By the way, well, what's the temperature of this now? 37 degrees, so it is dropping significantly. Don't know how much of these are helping, but it is dropping. This was all red hot last time we were here. So it is going down. It'll go immediately back to hot when we need to refine more metal. And we will need to refine more metal soon because I will need to make steel. Shortly, I will need to make steel for the plastic production. Because if you make the plastic maker, what's the name of it? I can't even remember. The polymer press, if you make it out of anything but steel, it will overheat and melt. Because it's that efficient. So you have to make it out of steel, or better. And that means that this will... Oh. I don't have enough room for extra machinery here. But in all honesty, I could just utilize this, let it drop here, it will overflow, but it's fine, it's also flow into here, which will cool off this, and I can just make the necessary machinery here. It will still be in the cold biome, near the wires and everything. Works just fine. Okay. I don't like that they don't have a sense of... Oh, no no no. No 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 no. disable that building, please? Yes, thank you. I wish there was a way that you could focus them, like focus your attention here more than just the, because you only have 9 degrees of priorities, and when they are shared between tasks, you can't really focus them on one project, and you have to put certain priorities same way on certain things. So it can be a bit of a hit and miss. Schedule. Okay, so hydroponic farm deconstruct. Okay. Wakey wakey everybody. So what's the situation? Yeah, we are completely out of natural gas. So as of this point we are completely dependable on the coal and on the hydrogen. Hydrogen will go away quite fast as well. So until this thing goes back on, which is 33 cycles from now, we need to make use of coal. And we are already down 9 tons. Okay. So there are big chunks of coal all over the place, but I think it is a good idea to make the petroleum generator our secondary source of power. Eventually we will make solar generators instead, but that's when we start making our way towards the surface. Right now it is these. Before we start launching any rockets, we will be doing the solar generators, because solar power is quite reliable. It's also reliable that you're going to get hit into the head by an asteroid, but we can make bunkers for that. So that's fine. Okay, perfect. So what we want to go out of here is natural gas, and we want this pump to run only if you detect natural gas in its tile. And you can see no more natural gas in the tile, it went out. Perfect. So now we can enable this building, and as there is more natural gas coming in here, this will start pumping. And we will be making a natural gas, and that will extend the limit of our natural gas production, at least for a while, but this thing has to run continuously for that to make any difference whatsoever. Right now all it's pulling is CO2. The concentration of natural gas in here isn't high enough. But that's okay. All we want to make sure is that... Ah, there you go. See? That's fine. All we want is that the natural gas gets out, but doesn't get all floaty all over the base. Okay, right now we are having all the dupes sleeping, which is why nothing is being done. I'm happy you all are liking the rec room. That's fine. Running like clockwork. Happy to see all that happening.